The north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he's got some space here. And finally brought down at the 38. 36 yards on the play.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
It's complete. He's got Gronk. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
2nd and 10.
Cover!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
But defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried. Few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He lets you step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and play. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Fournette.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Brady now to throw. They'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. On play action, it's Brady. Open target, here's Matthews. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Throwing, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
Back to throw. Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Brady throwing left side. He's got Gronk complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do something. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Eluding the pressure right. To Barkley on the check down.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on third down.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Barkley a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Touchdown Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing up.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Richardson, 82 yards, and the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Succop for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jones throwing on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a play fake. Brady. Complete. Richardson has it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head?
And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed. If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now Joe Judge going to turn to an official and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Operating from the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now down to 20. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Ndamukong Suh. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Final minute now of the third quarter. After the sack on first down, Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now Jones throwing on third and long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on fourth down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it.
Well, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A handoff to Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, back to Fournette. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Fournette, a first down carry. Big hole up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Here's Jones on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Levante David able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Barkley a first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Joe Tryon in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Throwing on 3rd and long, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A handoff, Fournette running left. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
132 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.